Okay, trying something new. I am working out. I went through this whole big spiel recording this video the other day after my workout, and I used the WordPress editor to record it, and it wouldn't let me. It kept saying I didn't have enough room on my phone. I've got a bunch of junk on my phone that I need to delete, but who doesn't? Anyway, so it for some reason, for it to be able to upload, it has to be able to store it on your phone first. So I'm going to try this, recording it just using my phone camera and uploading it directly. That way I don't lose the video if it doesn't work. Anyway, I just finished doing the second workout of September. It's today's the 3rd, and I have programmed, as I did back in January, I programmed doing 2 on 1 off, 2 on 1 off a lot, and then every once in a while I might take 2 days in a row off or whatever, trying to admit my age and my ability or lack thereof to recover, and going to work on that, going to get better. I'm trying to get my sleep in right. I'm better at that than I was, but I kept fumbling around trying to figure out what's going on with me because I keep gaining weight, and I'm like doing emotional reaction stuff by eating, and there's plenty of stuff that's been happening lately for me to react emotionally to by eating. So I've gained a lot of weight. Last time I weighed was a few days ago, and it was 264. And that's early in the morning after my first poo and no food. So I know that during the day I'm probably hitting 270 during the day because I'm 6'4", so adding 4 or 5 pounds by what I eat during the day and what kind of water I'm holding and all that, it's not a crazy thing. So I did decide about 3 weeks ago to start back on the zone diet. I'm going all the way back to when was that? 2007, 08, somewhere around in there. When it was 2008 that I started doing the zone diet. I lost a bunch of weight, got really lean, really liked the way I looked and felt. I've done the intermittent fasting thing. I did that for about 4 years, but what I've been doing lately, I did longer than that, but what I was doing lately as I was fasting is I would come off my fast and just like stuff my face with all kinds of crap, and I just didn't have any willpower about that. So I've decided to go like kind of get my mindset back to the zone diet, gonna stay there for a while, see if I can drop some weight, drop my blood sugar down, all that kind of stuff, maybe even get off my blood pressure medicine. And also yesterday or day before yesterday's workout, I'll go ahead and say it's below this post. So I did 10 minutes and I got 5 rounds in of sled drags and pulls and push-ups and kettlebell swings. It was pretty rough. Today I did back squats. Been a while since I've done them. I know that you may not know this. I don't know if I posted it on this website, but I had a scare for an enlarged aorta, which they were saying, was an aneurysm. I'm still on the fence about how much I believe that, because it's based on just the diameter of the aorta, not the size of the person with it. So as I've said, I'm 6'4" and weigh 270 pounds, and if you're comparing the width of my aorta with the same alarm as you're comparing the width of an 84-year-old 105-pound old lady, you're not really taking all of the variables into account, right? So I don't want to push my luck on that, and I am working on keeping my blood pressure down because of it, and I don't want to find out that they were right, because if they were, then that could be I find out as I enter the next life. So I really don't want to find out that way. So I am being cautious. So with that being said, it's been a while since I've done anything heavy, definitely squats. So I did a 5x3 was what I had programmed. This would have been January the 2nd's workout this past year, and I'm now in September. I skipped the 2nd yesterday because my husband had to have surgery, and so I did my 5 sets of 3 squats and got up to, I did 135 to start, thinking I'll use that as a gauge to sort of see how I feel, and I ended up just going up by 20 pounds, so that's what, 155. And I felt myself straining a little bit, and I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to injure myself, so easing myself back into it. And what you will do is better than what you won't do. So I don't want to put something up there then not be able to do it. So anyway, there's a TV's on, and I'm watching. I'm getting distracted watching it, so I keep looking away. Anyway, so that was good. 5 sets of 3, and maxed out at 155. And like I said, I'm being cautious a little bit until I get my everything back where I want it to be. So I did on Wednesday. What is today? Today's Wednesday. On Monday, I did run as part of my warm up, and I was in a lot of pain the next day, and in my kidney area. So I know there's stones in there. I've already had 2 or 3 that I've had to pass, and I think I just passed another one. Maybe that's what that was yesterday, because I felt sick to my stomach and kept feeling pain whenever I peed. So finally got some of that azo stuff and took a dose of that, and then drank a ton of water, and then I think it flushed it out because I had a pee. And it just, you get to a point, if you've had a bunch of them, mine are tiny and they're smooth, but I can feel them, and they get stuck in the ureter sometimes. But anyway, so there you are. But anyway, I did my warm up today. I only did on the Airdyne, and I did some hip extensions to get my lower my legs working, get my big lever muscles working. So yeah, so I did my workout. That's 2 back to back, sort of. I took a rest day yesterday, traded it for today's rest day. Tomorrow is shoulder presses, and then the next day I've got swimming, like a 800-meter swim. So tomorrow is Thursday, so I'll swim 800 on Friday. Saturday we have a rest day. Sunday I'm doing some heavier stuff. I'm doing some more intense stuff. I know I programmed a Fight Gone Bad in the next few days, and I programmed a Helen in the next few days. So some of the old school workouts from back in the day, and throwing those out there. Just keeping them light though right now, because I don't want to overdo it. If I do Fight Gone Bad and I score more than 50, I'll be happy. I'll just leave it at that, And so yeah, so I'm feeling good about it. My 8 o'clock is the time when I got into best shape of my life. I was eating the zone and I was working out at 8 o'clock. So I could keep trying all these other things when that was working. Figure I'll go back to it. The bad thing is I don't have a carport. I don't have a garage. I don't have a light. So I'm doing it actually in the dark. And I've got a spotlight that I need to find and put it out there and get another canopy. I've got the frame from the canopy that I used before we had that really bad storm that ripped the top off of it. And I mean, that's common here. And all, but the plan always was to get one that I could raise and lower. Right? I just lower it all the way down, throw a couple of rubber weights on there to keep it safe, and leave everything underneath it. So we'll see if I can do that coming up in the future. Anyway, so here we are, 8 o'clock. It's now 9:15. I'm recording this video, and I'm not doing live. I'm not posting my workouts right now on Instagram. I got tired of that, and I'd been wrestling with it for a long time. I do some other things online to get attention. I do like to post pictures and have the guys give me thumbs up, or tell me I look good or whatever. It always makes me feel good, I guess that's a gay man thing, but I like it, and it's good to have that. I have people still ask me for advice, and I'm like, do whatever works for you. But anyway, I guess the point is that I'm backing off of that aspect of social media, and I'm doing some work, some mental health work. I didn't realize this video was gonna go so long. That's why I wouldn't post before. Anyway, the therapy that I'm working through, I'm working on some things to help me avoid doom scrolling and doing the dopamine addiction life. That's what I've been doing lately. I need to stop. I need to start taking care of myself and doing things that are better for me than staring at the phone. So I can track that back to the time in 2009-ish when I got my first actual smartphone. I mean, I got my first cell phone late. Obviously, it was 2007 or so. And I can remember one of my clients, when I first started training CrossFit after I got certified, one of my clients texted me, and I was like, oh my God, is this going to cost me like $100? I didn't know what to do. And I had a little tiny phone with a regular keypad on it. I didn't have a QWERTY keyboard. Anyway, life has changed a lot around the phone, and it's not all good. There's some good things about it, and I don't want to say, I'm going to throw my phone in the garbage. I like social media in general, but I get shut down over it sometimes. Like I'll sit there and 3 or 4 hours will go by, I don't even realize it's happened. So I'm going to start trying to get away from that. I've done some things that are making it better. I'm trying to not look at my phone at least within an hour of getting up. I get up and don't look at my phone, get my coffee, turn some music on, relax, and don't look at my phone. So that's been a little bit better. But I'd like to keep it and be okay with it, or throw it in the river. You know, I'm one extreme or the other on that. So anyway, the point is that I'm gonna try to do my workouts in a way that's just lets me focus on just the workout and not on what other people think about it, and not go on and post about my workout, because it just, you know, I know a lot of people who early on said they saw the trouble with doing that, and I didn't. I was so proud of myself, and you know, wanting all that feedback from everybody. I mean, hell, I'm posting this now on not social media. I really miss before Facebook took over. I miss the discussion boards on CrossFit, and I miss having my own. That it was started off with GeoSites, I think, but it became a Blogger, right? I had a Blogger account. It's still out there, but I had that, and I had about 10 or 15 other people that we looked at each other's blogs, right? And we would comment on them and stuff, and it was less instant gratification, and it was less, you know, people. So I feel like it'd be great if I could find a few people out there who are still just putting their stuff on their blog like this, and not trying to be the next internet sensation, and you just share information and you give each other support, and everything's great. I would love that. So we'll see. Anyway, peace.